Welcome to another episode of Empowerment in Illness. I am Gwen, your host, and today we're continuing our series, Living with Autoimmune Diseases and Chronic Illness, with our last episode for this series, The Financial Burden of Chronic Illness. We often talk about the physical and emotional toll of chronic illness, but the financial impact, that's a whole other beast. And it's one that can feel just as overwhelming, just as exhausting, and just as unfair. But today, we're going to talk about it. We're going to unpack it piece by piece, and we're going to discuss ways to navigate it. Let's talk about the money side of chronic illness. Let's start with the obvious. Being sick is expensive. And I don't mean, I had to pay $20 for some cold medicine expensive. I mean thousands upon thousands of dollars for doctor visits, tests, medication, and treatment. If you live in a country where healthcare isn't fully covered, the bills stack up fast. And even if you have some form of coverage, the co-pays, deductibles, and out-of-pocket expenses can still be crushing. Think about it. When you're dealing with the chronic illness, you don't just go to the doctor once a year for a checkup. You have specialists, lab work, imaging, medication, physical therapy, sometimes hospital stays, and if you're lucky, you might even need medical equipment at home. None of that is cheap. And let's not forget about insurance. Insurance is supposed to help, right? But between denied claims, medications that aren't covered, and the constant battle of proving you even need a treatment, it sometimes feels like insurance is just another stressor in an already stressful situation. Many people with chronic illnesses have to pay for complementary treatments like acupuncture, massage therapy, or specialized physical therapy that insurance won't cover. These treatments can be essential for maintaining a basic quality of life, but add another layer of financial strain. How do we cope with these costs? We find financial assistance programs. Many pharmaceutical companies and nonprofit organizations offer financial assistance to help cover the cost of medications, treatments, and even doctor visits. Websites like Needy Meds and the Patient Access Network Foundation provides directories of programs that might help lower your out-of-pocket expenses. We negotiate medical bills. Many people don't realize that hospital bills and medical expenses can often be negotiated. Call your provider, ask for an itemized bill, and see if there are any errors. Some hospitals and clinics offer financial hardship programs on a sliding scale fee. We understand insurance options. Navigating insurance can be overwhelming, but it's crucial to know your benefits. Contact your insurance provider to fully understand your coverage, copay, deductibles, and what treatments or medication required prior authorization. We explore alternative insurance options. For those who are self-employed or unable to afford private insurance, researching Medicaid, state health care programs, or marketplace subsidies can be beneficial. We create an emergency medical fund. Setting aside money for unexpected health care costs, even in small amounts, can help prevent financial crisis. While direct medical costs are significant, hidden costs can be just as devastating. These are the expenses we don't always consider when thinking about the financial impact of a chronic illness. Here are some examples of hidden costs. Lost wages because you can't work as much or at all. Many people with chronic illnesses experience reduced work hours or job loss significantly, impacting their income. Some may have to switch to lower-paying, flexible jobs to accommodate their health needs. Transportation costs to and from medical appointments. Whether it's gas, public transportation fees, or rideshare services, the cost of regularly traveling to doctors and specialists can add up quickly. Special diets that cost more than the average grocery bill. Many chronic illnesses require dietary adjustments such as organic food, gluten-free options, or specialized meal plans, which can significantly increase grocery costs. mental health support, therapy, and counseling. Managing a chronic illness often comes with anxiety and depression, leading to the need for therapy, which may not always be covered by insurance. Home modification for accessibility. Wheelchair ramps, stair lifts, and bathroom modifications can be expensive but necessary for maintaining independence at home. Caregiving costs, including home health aides or assistance from family members who have to reduce their work hours. Whether hiring in home care or relying on a family member who must cut back on their own employment, caregiving expenses can become a major financial strain. How do we mitigate hidden costs? By applying for disability benefits if eligible. If your condition prevents you from working full time, apply for Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Supplemental Security Income, SSI. Research additional state and local disability programs that may provide financial assistance. By using rideshare assistance or medical transportation services. Programs like Medicaid funded transportation, non-emergency medical transport services, or local community ride programs can help reduce the cost of getting to medical appointments. Some hospitals and nonprofits also offer free shuttle services. By seeking out food assistance programs for dietary needs. SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, food banks, and disease-specific foundation offer grocery assistance tailored to dietary restrictions. Some organizations provide meal delivery services for those who are homebound. By finding home health care grants. Some organizations offer financial assistance for in-home care or home modifications. Check with your local and national nonprofits that support individuals with disabilities or chronic conditions. Veterans may also qualify for home care benefits through the VA. Financial planning can provide stability in an otherwise unpredictable situation. While it may not ease all financial burdens, it can certainly help lessen the stress. Here are some steps for financial planning. Track your medical expenses. Keeping detailed records of doctor visits, prescriptions, and treatments can help when applying for assistance or tax deductions. Use apps or spreadsheets to stay organized and ensure you don't miss potential reimbursements. Set up a medical emergency fund. Even small contributions over time can build a cushion to handle sudden expenses. Look for savings account with high interest rates or specialized health savings account, HSAs, if eligible. Explore passive income opportunities. Remote work, freelancing, or creative passive income streams can help those who cannot work traditional jobs full time. Consider monetizing hobbies, teaching online, or investing in low-risk ventures. Seek professional financial guidance. Some financial advisors specialize in medical expense planning and disability benefits navigation. Many nonprofit organizations offer free financial counseling for individuals with chronic conditions. Utilize tax deduction and credits. Medical expenses exceeding a certain percentage of your income may be tax deductible. Research tax credits that apply to disability or health care costs to maximize financial relief. Apply for grants and assistance programs. Numerous foundations provide direct financial aid for medical bills, prescription costs, and living expenses related to chronic illness. The stress of financial instability can be just as damaging as the illness itself. Many individuals with chronic condition experience anxiety, depression, and hopelessness because of their financial situation. So how do we manage financial stress? We seek emotional support. Talking to others in similar situations can provide comfort and guidance. Joining support groups, whether in person or online, can help you feel less alone and provide valuable advice on financial management. Practice self-care. Finding small, low-cost ways to nurture yourself is crucial. This could be as simple as taking a walk, engaging in a favorite hobby, or practicing meditation. Prioritizing self-care can help reduce stress and improve overall well-being. Focus on what you can control. Small victories, such as negotiating a bill or securing a grant, can make a big difference. Establishing financial goals, even small ones, can help you regain a sense of control over your situation. Consider professional counseling. If financial stress is causing significant emotional distress, seeking therapy can be beneficial. Some organizations offer free to low-cost mental health counseling for those dealing with chronic illness and financial hardships. Stay informed. Knowledge is power. Learning about financial assistance programs, disability benefits, and community resources can help you make informed decisions and take proactive steps to ease financial stress. Financial struggles have been a constant part of my journey with lupus. Before my diagnosis, I was a single woman living on my own, trying to navigate life while enduring unexplained health crises. I spent countless nights in the emergency room searching for answers while medical bills piled up. Eventually, lupus took away my ability to work, and I lost my job. In my most vulnerable moments, I relied on financial assistance from my church and government programs to make ends meet. When I was finally diagnosed, my condition had worsened to the point that I required a month-long hospital stay. Mismanagement and inadequate care from a physician had taken a toll on my body. That was just the beginning. Over the past 31 years, I have endured multiple hospitalizations due to surgeries, lupus flares, COVID, and even cancer. Each visit brought more bills, physician fees, nursing care, medical equipment, lab tests, therapies, and endless prescriptions. The expenses never stop, and on top of that, there are the smaller but essential over-the-counter items like sunscreen and pain relievers that insurance doesn't cover. To help manage these overwhelming costs, my husband and I set up a dedicated medical account. We contribute regularly, ensuring that when unexpected expenses arise, we have a financial buffer. This has been one of the best financial decisions we have made, and I encourage everyone dealing with a chronic illness to consider doing the same. Even small contributions can make a difference over time. Before we leave, I would like to close with a special portion of the show I call Healing Heartbeats. This is where we allow ourselves to wallow in sorrow. Give yourself 3 minutes to laugh, cry, scream, cuss, or just sit in silence. Whatever you need to do to feel it, do it. Let the depression in for only 3 minutes. Once you've reached 3 minutes, compartmentalize it and get back to living. This is a rinse and repeat behavior. You cannot let depression take over, because when it does, it will not let go. When we hear about the passing of someone, they have the day they were born and the day they passed away. There is a dash in the middle. It's not a long line, but a short dash. That dash represents your life. Go live in spite of having a chronic illness. Don't let your condition stop you. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want to acknowledge the immense weight that financial struggles place on those of us living with chronic illness. The cost, both seen and unseen, can feel suffocating, and the stress can make an already challenging journey even harder. But I want you to remember that you're not alone in this battle. There are resources, support systems, and communities that understand what you're going through and can help lighten the load. Take what you can from today's episode, whether it's a new strategy for managing cost, a resource to explore, or simply the reassurance that your struggle is seen and validated. Small step leads to big progress, and you have the power to make informed decisions about your financial and emotional well-being. Remember, strength grows where support thrives. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Together, we can break the silence around the financial burden of chronic illness and advocate for better support and solutions. Remember, you have the strength, the heart, and the support to continue your journey. Be safe.